Zenly says that personally, I'm really worried that they are spreading themselves too thin. This is Soulbound's debut game, and while I don't know about their experience alone, they haven't worked together before. This game is massive, all things considered. A veteran team would probably be hesitant to try it.
I don't know if you're a fan of The Princess Bride, but there is a saying, never say never because no one ever has. And that's kind of the same thing we're doing, is that we're just assuming that anything is possible, and we're trying really hard to achieve it. And we're largely ignoring the fact that many other companies have said, nope, so much nope, not getting anywhere near this. To answer your question, a lot of, again, goes back to the way that we're doing it, our development pipeline, our process. I think having been in multiple game companies before is much more streamlined than any of the companies I've been in before. And then to answer your specific question, I don't know if you've seen our bios, but the two heads of our company right now are myself and Eddie Smith. Eddie Smith, also known as Heat on the community website, is our art director. And similar to how all the engineering has been done by myself and Tripnall thus far, pretty much every screenshot you've seen, whether it's textures, models, or anything like that, concept art, they've all been courtesy of Eddie. So he's a fantastic artist. All of us on the team, no, that's not fair to say. The leadership on the team are veterans. And while we haven't worked together prior in a game company, we're all familiar with the process of being in a game company and collaborating, and it's skills that we've honed over the years. Eddie's been in multiple companies, 4 or 5 companies, Sony Online. He worked at Bungie. Here's a bit of trivia for you guys that are listening. Eddie Smith, aka Heat, was the concept artist who originally made Master Chief for Halo. So there you go. And myself, I was at Liquid Entertainment, Pandemic Studios, and worked in the tools and engine departments for those companies. And so multiple games have come out over the years using engines that I wrote. So while we don't have a fancy resume because we've never been, the technical directors for this company or that company, or the art director for company B or C, we're pretty confident in our skills, and we work really well together and have for a couple of years now. So I wouldn't be worried about us stretching ourselves too thin yet. We've still got plenty to be stretched.
Drognus is saying that he's worried that the end product will be a, quote, glitch bug fest.
Yeah, so that's probably not going to happen. The reason it's not going to happen is because the work that I've done outside of games, especially for the last 4 years, has been working as a senior software engineer and a lead for Microsoft, specifically in the engineering system teams around test infrastructure. And so I've spent the better part of the last 4 years developing automated test solutions for Microsoft operating systems. And what that means is that I've become really familiar with ways to ensure quality that will allow us to develop a game that we feel is really solid, because we'll be testing it constantly, not just like player testing, but automated testing. So yeah, I think that my hope is that the things that I've learned and have worked on the last several years will allow me to apply it to this game, and what you'll find is actually a very stable engine and a very stable game.